Before this video begins, remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. As I sat at my desk putting the finishing touches on a project, I noticed that it was getting darker outside. I looked at the clock and saw that it was already past 7 p.m. I decided to pack up my things and head home, but as I approached the door, I realized that it was locked. I assumed that someone must have forgotten to unlock it before leaving for the day, so I searched for another way out. To my dismay, all of the emergency exits were also locked. Panic set in as I realized that I was trapped in the building. I tried calling for help, but my phone had no service. I felt a knot in my stomach as I wondered how long it would take for someone to find me. As I looked around, I noticed that several of my coworkers were also trapped inside. At first, we all tried to stay calm and figure out a way to escape, but as the minutes turned into hours, the tension started to rise. We tried everything we could think of, from banging on the windows to shouting for help, but nothing worked. We were stuck. As the night wore on, we started to get restless. We raided the office kitchen for snacks and drinks, but that only provided temporary relief. We played a few rounds of poker with a deck of cards we found in someone's desk, but that got old quickly. We tried telling each other ghost stories, but that only made us more anxious. We searched the office for something to do and stumbled upon a few bottles of wine that someone had stashed away in a cabinet. We poured ourselves glasses and settled in for a night of good conversation and laughter. We talked about everything from our favorite travel destinations to our wildest dreams and aspirations. We even started a friendly debate about the best TV shows to binge watch. As we sipped on our wine, I couldn't help but feel grateful for this unexpected opportunity to connect with my coworkers on a deeper level. As we laughed and joked, I started to forget about the stresses of work. I even found myself sharing personal stories and secrets with my coworkers, something I never would have done during normal work hours. I felt a sense of camaraderie with these people who had just been strangers to me before. In the early hours of the morning, a security guard finally discovered us and let us out. As I stumbled out of the building, bleary-eyed and exhausted, I realized that I had just been through a strange and unexpected adventure. And even though I was happy to be free, I couldn't help feeling a little bit sad that it was over. For one night, I had bonded with my coworkers in a way that never would have happened during normal work hours. I had always been up for trying new things, so when my friends Mark and Alex showed me a flyer for The Ultimate Challenge, a ridiculous competition with a series of absurd challenges, I was immediately intrigued. We signed up, and before we knew it, we were on our way to the competition. When we arrived at the competition, we were met with a sea of people. The atmosphere was electric, with music blaring and the smell of food filling the air. We signed in at the registration table and were given our first challenge, a hot dog eating contest. I was always a slow eater, so I was a bit nervous. But as soon as the contest started, I focused all my energy on the task at hand. To my surprise, I managed to eat the hot dogs the fastest, using a combination of water and strategic eating to come out on top. My friends cheered me on as I proudly held up my trophy. Next up was a dance-off. This challenge was right up Alex's alley, as he had always loved to dance. Mark and I, on the other hand, were a bit nervous. We had never been much of dancers, but we decided to give it a try. To our surprise, we actually ended up having a blast. We learned some new moves and even received compliments from the judges. As the challenges continued, we discovered new talents and unexpected challenges. We tried everything from extreme obstacle courses to pie-eating contests. Each challenge was more absurd than the last, but we persevered, pushing each other to do our best. One of the most memorable challenges was a karaoke contest. We had to pick a song out of a hat and perform it in front of a panel of judges. I was dreading this challenge as I had always been a terrible singer. But when I pulled Livin' on a Prayer by Bon Jovi out of the hat, something inside me clicked. I knew every word to that song by heart, and I belted it out with everything I had. My friends joined in on the chorus, and we ended up getting a standing ovation from the judges and the crowd. By the end of the competition, we were exhausted but exhilarated. We didn't end up winning the grand prize, but we didn't care. We had discovered new talents, bonded over shared experiences, and had a blast doing it. We left the competition feeling closer than ever, with memories that would last a lifetime. And who knows? Maybe we'll even sign up for the Ultimate Challenge too next year. Hey guys, this is Storyscape, and thanks for watching.